Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Today, we're on the day number 5, and 1 week of our class is getting over now. So, yesterday we discussed about ServiceNow capabilities, ServiceNow products, and we started a discussion about the ServiceNow architecture. Mainly the instance architecture. I'll not say ServiceNow architecture, instance architecture. Okay. We discuss what is instance, and now we are going to be discussing that how this instance has been built up. So for this, there's a document available on the Google as well, which we called as a advanced high availability. Okay, this one, a very good white paper. Even though the version has been reviewed now, I have a previous version, but no, I had a previous version, but this is the latest version now. If you read this white paper, it is 8 pages white paper. But if you read this white paper, you will get a lot of things about ServiceNow. That how ServiceNow take care of your stuff. I go to ServiceNow and say, hey, I want to implement ServiceNow for my customer. And I want to procure an instance. Okay. But my customer says, I have few questions, Atul, before we procure the instance. I said, okay, tell me. Number one, how this architecture has been built up. Number two, where my data will be located. Number three, if something goes wrong in my instance, can I get the backup? If yes, how old backup I can take it? Can I take it full backup, delta backup, kind of things? If ServiceNow is down in one data center, how it can move to another data center and how much time it will take. So these are the few questions which we are going to be discussed in today's class. Okay. I will not go much deep dive of this 8, what I can say, pages concept. We'll pick up the concepts on the top level only. So the first part says about the architecture, that how this ServiceNow has been built up. Okay. ServiceNow instance has been built up with a concept called the multi-instance architecture. मतलब क्या? मतलब, or the meaning is that Mac house, Herschel house, Rituja house are 3 different houses and they are not connected with each other by any way. On the bottom level, the land is same, the pipeline is same at the bottom level. But on the application level, on the front end level, storage level, these 3 are the 3 different houses. What this means? If something goes wrong in the Mac house, it will not going to impact anything to the Herschel house or Rituja house or vice versa. If something goes wrong with Rituja house, it is not going to be impact to the Herschel house or the Mac house. This is called the multi-instance architecture. मतलब कि कुछ इस तरह से अगर मैं बताऊं तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा लेट्स से इट्स अ सर्वर और इस सर्वर में 1 2 3 4 5 ये सारे इंस्टेंसेस हैं अलग अलग, आपस में कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है इनका. ऐसा कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है इनका. नंबर 1, इट प्रोवाइड द सिक्योरिटी. चलो भाई ठीक है कि nobody can access my data until I will give the key of my house to enter it. That is the one part. So how it will be look like? It's a multi-instance that provides separate application nodes and database process. इनके जो एप्लीकेशन नोड्स होंगे जहां डेटा स्टोर करेंगे, ये जहां ये कनेक्ट करेंगे, वो भी अलग अलग है। वो भी ऐसा नहीं है कि इससे ऐसे जाएगा, ये ऐसे जाएगा, ऐसे ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। और डेटा बेसिस भी अलग अलग है इनके। सो नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट सर्विस नाउ प्रोवाइडर्स इन दिस कंसेप्ट। ये लेट मी मैक्सिमाइज इट लिटिल बिट मोर। ये देखो, इसको थोड़ा सा करते हैं मिनिमाइज। हाँ, ये देखो, इंस्टेंस 1, कस्टमर 1, कस्टमर 2, कस्टमर 3, नोड्स लेवल पे दे आर डिफरेंट। कोई किसी से कनेक्टेड नहीं, देखो नोबडी इज कनेक्टेड विद ईच अदर, इवन तो डेटाबेस लेवल पे भी नहीं है, बट हाँ दे आर शेयरिंग द कॉमन हार्डवेयर। सर्वर एक ही शेयर कर रहे हैं। सो नाउ यू कैन मैनेज और यू कैन imagine that how big the ServiceNow architecture infrastructure is, it is at point of time, because customer says my data should not be visible to anybody else. अगर आप कॉमन घर में रहेंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम रह सकती है, बट अगर आपके घर ही अलग अलग है बिल्कुल, तो प्रॉपर नो ऑब्जेक्शन, नो खटपट, नो लड़ाई वड़ाई। दिस इज द फर्स्ट point for us as a consultant to tell to our customers, don't worry, we have a multi instance, मतलब कि आपका हिस्सा आपके पास, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा आपसे। If tomorrow instance 1 is down, it has no impact on the instance 2, instance 3, until unless it is a hardware issue at complete level. But अतुल मेरा तो नुकसान हो जाएगा ऐसे तो। I am in the credit or I am in stock exchange customer. In a single minute, if my instance is down, I have a loss of millions. How to take care of that part? Will come on that part. That is the first thing which we need to be know as a consultant, as a developer, as an architect, as a tester, that how ServiceNow instance has been built up. Second part is again very common. Customer says, hey, I am based out in UK. I don't want my data should go out from UK due to Brexit or some other reasons. I was in India. So one of my friend reached out to me. He's running his own company. He says, Atul, I am in a bid of a project of ServiceNow implementation. I said, good. But customer has a issue. I said, what happened? They are the good and big financial client. They don't want their data should be go out from India because it's a credits information. What we can do? I said, let me check. To check this part, I come to know that ServiceNow has a data centers as well. Definitely data center तो होंगे तभी काम चलेगा ना. तो वो यहाँ पर आए. That is called global data center pair. Pair क्यों? Because for every primary data center, they have a secondary data center as well. Recently in Dubai, there's an event happened called the Peak 24, where ServiceNow CEO Bill was there and he announced that ServiceNow is going to be invest approximately $500 billion to set up the data center in the Saudi area, so that their data should be stayed there only. 2 or 3 years back approximately, ServiceNow announced that they're opening a new data center in Bombay and Bangalore, or maybe in Bombay only, to provide more customer base to India so that their data should be there. And it is the concept of the primary and secondary. Means हर primary का एक secondary तो होगा ही होगा. Now what to see here? This is required because when we go for the requirement gathering, because when this sales happen, a lot of people did not involve. But when we start the requirement gathering, a lot of people came in the requirement gathering sessions, stakeholders came. So few are very intelligent. They know, okay, tell me where is my data. So we can say that this is what data centers given by ServiceNow. Total 31 data centers given by ServiceNow, including production or this thing, your, I can say, secondary. These data centers are based out in these areas. देखो इंडिया में एक ही है ये रहा, यहाँ पर कुछ, यहाँ पर, यहाँ पर, यहाँ पर. नाउ लेट्स सी, थोड़ा सा इसको स्क्रॉल करते हैं एंड सी कि कहाँ कहाँ है ये डेटा सेंटर्स. नहीं है कि इसमें लिस्ट नहीं दी इन्होंने. ये रहा, ये ना. टोटल इन 5 रीजन्स दे हैव: एशिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, यूरोप, नॉर्थ अमेरिका एंड साउथ अमेरिका. Now what happened whenever any customer says I want to procure the ServiceNow instance. So ServiceNow try to accommodate that instance in the nearest location of the customer. अगर मैं UK में हूँ, so I'll try to be get somewhere in the UK possibly or somewhere in the Europe. Even the Europe के चक्कर में, Brexit के चक्कर में नहीं हो पाएगा. Now the question का मतलब फिर क्या होगा उस केस में? Will ServiceNow lose the customer? What do you think? What will happen in that case? Harshal. Mac.
Yes, sir.
What will happen in that case?
It will, data will, no, sir. Come again. What is the question? I just.
So the question is that customer says, I want my data should be in India. But in India, we don't have any data center. Let's say primary data center. Then what will happen?
No, we have to take on lease then from any other minister.
Do you think that ServiceNow take a lease?
They will not, but
remember the day one concept which we discussed in the cloud computing. We prefer to go for the on-prem, on-prem. ठीक है, आपको नहीं भेजना. You set up the infrastructure and we can keep your data in your own data center itself. So on-prem, on-premises is also one of the factor we can consider it. Definitely it will increase the cost for the customer. उसको मैनेज सब customer को ही करना पड़ेगा. Okay, and there are a lot of customers which I saw still on the on-prem, not on the cloud. ठीक है? So these are the data centers, and every data center has a backup data center as well. This blue is not something, what is I can say, secondary. These are the go live, means in 2023, these are newly added in these locations. But primarily, it will be there. Yeah. All customer production data is stored in the both data centers. That is the first point. In the both data centers and replicate in the real time. Can you imagine? If Harshal is running a financial company, जहां पर 1 मिनट में कम से कम 10,000 एंट्रीज होती है या 15,000 एंट्रीज होती है 1 मिनट में. So can you imagine in the complete hours how many entries get updated, and in complete day how many entries are get updated? That syncing has been done on the real time in the both data centers. Both data centers active at all the times, and they support with each other. The only thing is that in the primary data center we can read and write, but in the secondary we just read the data. अगर कल कुछ हो जाए primary data center में, so we can get at least readable data from the secondary data center. But now the question come, अब तो अगर पहला data center डाउन हो जाए तो कितना टाइम लगेगा सेकंड पे जाने में? भाई गाड़ी खराब हो गई, नीचे उतरना, या लिफ्ट खराब हो गई, नीचे उतरना, तो कितना टाइम लगेगा नीचे उतरने में? स्टेयर्स से तो उतर सकते हो फटाफट, बट कितना टाइम? 15 मिनट लगेंगे कम से कम, क्योंकि आप रहते हो 21st फ्लोर पे. That is the thing. Okay, and again, you as a consultant can ask this question to the ServiceNow, that where my data, where my customer data is going to be located. And these are the locations given by ServiceNow. That these are the primary data centers which are available. और हर प्राइमरी का एक सेकेंडरी है ही है, that's for sure. You can reach out to the support 24/7, 365 days. And can you see the uptime? 99.99%. I'm telling you from my experience in the last 9 years in ServiceNow, I never saw that ServiceNow is the down. Unless my customer's network is down, but ServiceNow is down, I never saw. Yes, recently I heard a case in Canada. One of my friends is Canada. He says that ServiceNow is down for them, but not sure it was their infrastructure network or it was ServiceNow side. But he said that it is down for them. But average uptime is very good. Means even you can't calculate if you take it to 3 to 5 digits, 7 digits at the last decimal, you can't even calculate that how much it is. Okay, so that is the second point which we have to be understand and get this clarity that what data centers are available and where it is available. Let's see if I can get some good picture because earlier it was a picture available. हाँ ये थी पुरानी पिक्चर जो मेरे पास थी, right. This was the old paper which I was referring. देखो ये है. So these are the primary and these are the secondary. थोड़ा easy है, मतलब locations easy है. UK, Germany, Switzerland, EMEA, Federal, Brazil, Canada, Japan, Asia. A federal is also one of the biggest problem. Federal mainly the US federals, जो federal governments रहती हैं वहां पर problem क्या है कि few of the things not available to the federal very easily. It's a service restrictions as well, maybe the federal restrictions as well. On premises, there are few functionalities not available. Like recently, I studying about something about the AI search in this. I found that AI search is not available on prem. It is only available in the cloud one. Okay, so this is what the basic understanding we can get it from here. This was the old screenshot. तो देखो उसमें कितने 21 है टोटल, अब 31 हो गए हैं, 10 डेटा सेंटर्स और बढ़ चुके हैं हमारे. ठीक है, दैट इज सेकंड पार्ट. नाउ द थर्ड पार्ट.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था.
गुड.
सर जहां तक मुझे पता है एक्चुअल वी हैव क्लाउड में ऐसा है कंसेप्ट, मुझे एक्चुअली थोड़ा डाउट है. जब हम ऑन प्रीम होते हैं तब हमारा कुछ यूजर फेसिंग सर्वर्स होते हैं और कुछ होते हैं कि they are the administrative servers,
right,
which are connected to database,
right.
So ServiceNow is also same concept क्या?
नहीं ना, see अगर on prem, अब now I'll give example. You have a birthday in your house और आपने बोला मुझे घर बाहर से कुछ नहीं लेके आना, केक नहीं बनाना, केक नहीं लेके आना बाहर से. Now what you will do? Now it's up to you that how you want to make a cake. आप ऊपर अच्छी लेयरिंग कर दो, अंदर खराब कर दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आप सजाब you decorate well, but from the inside don't put any cream and all things. No, depend. So ServiceNow say if you want to go on prem, I have no issue, but you have to be set up your structures. Even though I have no idea that what structure they say that you need the minimum these servers, these GB, these RAM, all the things will be there. So ServiceNow say I have no issues on that part. Up to you, it's your part. Management is also your part. Maintenance is also your part. Support is also your part. मैं तो आऊंगा अपना चीजें सेटअप करूंगा उसमें बस. That is when people say no, better to go for the cloud. क्योंकि उसमें सब ServiceNow का काम रहता है फिर.
ओके. फिर ये जो टाइम बताया आपने 99.9.4%, ये सेकेंडरी डेटाबेस का अप टाइम है, करेक्ट?
प्राइमरी अप टाइम है, प्राइमरी डेटा सेंटर्स का अप टाइम है.
प्राइमरी, ओके, हाँ ओके। तो सर मुझे तो ये इतना कम टाइम क्यों है, मतलब वाई, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी सेम कंसेप्ट है क्या, जैसे जैसे बीएमसी रेमेडी में था कि दे आर यूज्ड टू डू अ रैंकिंग फॉर्म।
ओके
हम रैंक करते थे कि कौन सा यूजर, कौन सा सर्वर पहले रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा या करे, या सीएमडीबी कौन से सर्वर को है, डेटाबेस कौन से सर्वर को है, तो उस हिसाब से इज दैट द सेम कंसेप्ट ओवर हियर ऑल्सो?
नो आइडिया इन प्रैक्टिकल इफ आई से
ओके।
uptime is mainly to be see कि you will never find ServiceNow down. Now, how they're managing their servers infrastructure, no idea. But I can tell you one thing that if ServiceNow say for every primary I have a secondary data center and they say that we have a real-time update, then you can imagine that how strong is their infrastructure.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
मैं आपको कहता हूँ कि for the 1 month you're learning ServiceNow from me. Either you ping me in the midnight as well. I will reply you in few seconds. This is what the uptime says.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Right? अब मैं कैसे मैनेज कर रहा हूँ? You need to worry. क्या पता मैंने थर्ड पार्टी रखा हो, क्या मैंने अलार्म फिट कर रखा हो, मे बी आई हैव चेंज द रिंगटोन ऑफ द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप कि भाई इस पे कुछ भी आएगा तो मुझे अलग टोन बंदी होना चाहिए so that I can get the updates on that quickly. So that's not your matter. You are paying and you're getting it. But I can guarantee yes, 99%, 99 is my uptime.
Okay.
ठीक है?
अच्छा, मतलब उसपे कोई आइडिया नहीं है व्हाट दे हैव
because
कॉन्फ़िगर्ड।
this is a business perspective now. They have to be run their business, right?
Correct.
आप कभी if you are doing a business, you never tell that how you get the things done.
Yes.
अब मिठाई वाला कभी नहीं बताएगा ना कि उसको मिठाई कितने की पड़ रही है.
Correct.
वो बोलेगा भाई 500 का रेट है, आपको लेना ले लो, मत लेना मत लो. Right? तो and that's true. It's in one of my workshop, I was doing a workshop with one of the person from ServiceNow as well. Okay. So he said very beautiful things to the workshop that being a service provider or being even service provider or being a company, you should make sure never ever tell your end customer that what technology you are using it. अगर आपके किसी रीजन से आपने अपने कस्टमर्स को बता दिया कि आप कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करते हो, देन यू फेल. डू यू नो दैट हाउ एप्पल इज मेंटेनिंग देयर वेबसाइट? क्या पता वो भी सर्विस नाउ पे हो. Right? Amazon, Myntra. By the time I did not work in a company who has a customer called Ola, I never know that Ola is using ServiceNow. मुझे लगा शायद सिंपल मैप कोई बनाया होगा, वेबसाइट बनाया होगा, हो गया. But do you know that? No, we don't know. Till the time we work. Now it is very open that we know that these are the companies who are using ServiceNow. But still, can you confirm that which part of that company using the ServiceNow? Like we say NHS, we say Dell, we say a lot of customers we see in that PPT, right? Can you tell that which particular part of this company is using ServiceNow? Very tough. Citibank use ServiceNow. क्या पता जो क्रेडिट्स आप करते हो, कार्ड्स आप यूज करते हो, वो उसी से होते हो, ServiceNow से यूज होती हो. But we never know, right? So it is good that you as a service provider never ever tell your customer or make a place that they should not know that what technology you're using in the background. ठीक है?
अच्छा, और सर इसका डेटाबेस का एक्सेस हो मिल सकता है एंड यूजर को, कोई अगर समझो मुझे कोई
एंड यूजर को नहीं मिलता, but yes, you can access your data. I tell you, there's a white paper which is called the cloud security. Google में जाके cloud security करना, you will find a 7 to 8 pages white paper. In that paper, you will know that who can access the data. Maybe I can show you something on my screen if I have. Here. Yeah. Here. Customer data can be accessed via both service application and infrastructure customer control. You can do it, but definitely you need specific access for the same. Concepts are there. So these are the things come into the picture when you going to purchase ServiceNow instance, and you can ask these questions. ठीक है? So like if I say Harshal want to purchase a new washing machine, you know that washing machine cost is approximately 70,000 nowadays. What question you will ask to the vendor or this dealer? कितनी किलो की है, कितना टाइम लेती है, how much electricity it will take, will it do the complete dry or not, wet होगा, सर्फ कौन सा डलेगा? Why you are asking these questions? Because you want to purchase it. Same thing goes here as well. You want to procure it. You have questions in mind that where is my data, how can I access my data? तो ये सभी चीजें डिफरेंट पेपर्स में आपको मिल जाएंगे सर्विस नाउ में. ठीक है? Now let's move to the next part. ठीक है, डेटा सेंटर हो गया. Now is called the database and recovery. इसमें फेल ओवर करनी है कि एक मिनट, लेट मी सी. अच्छा है फेल ओवर, ठीक है. हाँ ठीक है, आगे अभी कुछ चलेगा. ये भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट था. So ServiceNow say there are some critical systems like DNS, email, ServiceNow cloud operations, which has minimum in the 2 data centers, means to make sure your work has been done completely, clearly, quickly. They maintain the different servers as well. And both are the servers in the both the data centers. देखो यहाँ पर लिखा भी है ये रहा. ServiceNow is responsible for managing its environment and supporting infant-vendor relationship. ServiceNow site reliability engineering center employee for a Sun model. What does Sun model means? Sun model is a shift roster actually, which means जहां जहां sun rise होगा वहां से support शुरू हो जाएगा. So like in India it start at 7 o'clock. तो 7 से जब तक sun set होगा 7 o'clock सपोर्ट करेंगे. उसके बाद यूएस में सनराइज हो जाएगा तो यूएस वाले सपोर्ट करेंगे. उसके बाद ऑस्ट्रेलिया में सनराइज हो जाएगा तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाले सपोर्ट करेंगे. बिकॉज इट्स नॉट लाइक कि रात को बंद करके सब सो गए, ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो दे हैव सन मॉडल फॉर देयर कंटिन्यूअस सिक्योरिटी, ऑपरेशन मॉनिटरिंग एंड सपोर्ट ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट. और ये कहाँ है और ये रोटेशन कैसे रहती है? अमेरिका, यूके, इंडिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, नीदरलैंड, जापान एंड आयरलैंड. यहाँ की टीम्स आर द वन हु सपोर्ट दिस कंप्लीट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ठीक है, तो अब जैसे यूएस में भी अगर आप देखोगे तो मल्टीपल टाइम जोन्स है. कहीं 2 घंटे का फर्क है, कहीं 3 घंटे का फर्क है, कहीं 4 घंटे का फर्क है. सो दे मैनेज इट बिकॉज दे से इट्स a 24/7 वी आर सपोर्टिंग यू. ठीक है. नाउ इफ आई लिटिल बिट scroll down more to understand about this thing. Database and recovery. This paper is called AHA, Advanced High Availability. Don't ask me कि सर भेज दो. Go to Google and download. आपको easily मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. Advanced High Availability means they want to show to the customer that yes, we are always available, we are secure. Because अगर आपको कोई चीज बेचनी है, you have to be tell to the benefits. सर 24/7 सपोर्ट है हमारे, आप कभी फोन कर लेना. ठीक. तो अब क्या है कस्टमर का थर्ड क्वेश्चन क्या आता है? इफ टुमारो ड्यू टू सम रीजन आई नीड अ बैकअप ऑफ माई डेटा, तो बताओ कैसे लेते हो, बैकअप कैसे करते हो? वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल, लेमन एग्जांपल. एवरीबॉडी इज यूजिंग व्हाट्सएप एंड वी आर टेकिंग द व्हाट्सएप बैकअप एज वेल. आई एम श्योर, क्योंकि एवरीबॉडी नो अगर कल कुछ फोन में खराब हो जाए, आई शुड हैव माई बैकअप. बिकॉज आज के टाइम में इन द टुडेज वर्ल्ड वी डिस्कस लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स ऑन द व्हाट्सएप. Some important chats, memories, photographs, videos, which you can't lose it actually. So In my phone also, near about in 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, it go for auto backup and backup my chats and all images and videos which I need. So that tomorrow if I change my phone, I should get all the backup in the new phone. आज के टाइम में बैकअप अगर लूज हो जाता है लोग रोते हैं. And mainly I hear that when you transfer your data from Android to iPhone, WhatsApp बैकअप नहीं हुआ, अरे सारी चैट्स चली गई, मेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चैट्स थी. It's happening. Sometimes it's very important. Okay. So in the same manner, ServiceNow is here. ServiceNow say I'll take the backup of your data. Don't worry. But with some terms and conditions. ठीक है. What it says? ServiceNow advanced availability architecture is primary means to restore service in case of disruption. हो गया मतलब maybe someone crashed the complete system और आपका data corrupt हो गया. Then we need a backup on that particular part. Backup and recovery are the two different concepts. Don't interchange it. Backup is like how quickly, how soon you take the data backup. Recovery means how soon I get back in my system again. Like in the earlier days when there was no concept of inverter, there was a concept of generator. लाइट चली गई, कोई जाएगा बाहर, पहले ढूंढेगा जनरेटर का, उसका हैंडल ढूंढेगा, करेगा, फिर जनरेटर ऑन होगा. इट टेक मिनिमम 5 minutes 7 minutes टू बी गेट ऑन. बट नाउ इट्स ऑल इन्वर्टर. लाइट गई, आपको पता भी चलता है कब आपका जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पॉइंट्स है वो इन्वर्टर कनेक्शन में मूव हो गए. दिस इज व्हाट इज दिस. Okay, so this is definitely we have a traditional way of data backup and recovery mechanism. ठीक है, but होता कैसे? Number one, full direct to the disk is done every 7 days. Full backup मतलब from the day one you procure the service now till today or till yesterday, these kind of backups done every 7 days. इसे कहते हैं full backup. एंड डायरेक्ट टू डिस्क. यहाँ पर दो कंसेप्ट है, एक डिस्क होता है, एक टेप होता है. अब मुझे नहीं पता इनमें दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या. डिस्क आई कंसीडर डिस्क इज लाइक अ सीडी काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स एंड टेप्स इज लाइक अ ओल्ड कंसेप्ट ऑफ द टेप्स. होते हैं जैसे कंप्यूटर टेप्स होती हैं. इफ यू रीड दैट अबाउट और इफ यू सी अबाउट दैट, लेट मी शो यू समथिंग. कोई छोटी सी पिक्चर दिखा था, हमें समझ में आ जाएगा. ये जैसे है, ठीक है ना. डिस्क एंड टेप्स अलग अलग रहती है, ठीक है. सो ServiceNow से डायरेक्ट टू डिस्क बैकअप्स परफॉर्म एवरी 7 days और वो सिर्फ 14 दिन तक होता है मैक्सिमम. रीजन बीइंग द कस्टमर दे आर सपोर्टिंग in a single day they have thousands of transactions. मतलब कि I read somewhere in the LinkedIn as well where customer says that I have a 2 TB data every day. Can you imagine 2 TB data every day? And if ServiceNow supporting 50 customers and every customer has at least 1 TB data every day, so how big their database will be? और उसको 14 days तक maintain करना. This is what it say. Now Harshal has a question or maybe Meg has a question. Can we change this time period? I am not 100% sure. My knowledge says you can't change it. But if you want to change it, then definitely it will increase the cost for you. ServiceNow ka say that this is standard. If you want to change 14 to 24, I can do it. But you have to pay for me. क्योंकि अब वही डेटा मुझे 25 दिन रखना पड़ेगा. पहले 14 दिन था, 25 दिन रखना पड़ेगा मुझे. Okay. Now second part is differential backups. Differential backups क्या होता है? Bring these slides again. बैकअप्स क्या होता है? कल बैकअप हुआ था, उसके ऊपर आज फिर बैकअप हो रहा है। जो डेल्टा है, दोनों का डिफरेंस है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द डिफरेंशियल बैकअप। Yesterday WhatsApp backup has been done and now another backup I'm taking today and that is called the delta backup. Full backup नहीं है, और वो हर 24 घंटे में होता है। And backups are stored in the same data center. प्रोडक्शन का प्रोडक्शन में रहता है और इसका वहां रहता है। So now can you imagine कि ServiceNow take the backup of my primary data center as well and the secondary data center as well. मतलब ये ऑलरेडी एक डेटा सेंटर का बैकअप है और उस बैकअप के भी दो बैकअप है। हाउ सिक्योर दे आर, दिस इज व्हाट द सेलिंग पॉइंट, right? This is what the selling point. Again, I'm not selling it. Now we're discussing about ServiceNow as a product. ठीक है? Also one more thing. ऐसा नहीं कोई 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 पर्सन पीछे बैठा है and he's taking the backup. ServiceNow has its job to be run, and what they do the testing as well. Let's say I give you example. In a class, a teacher take a test. Day 1, student A complete the paper in the 20 minutes. हाफ एन आवर का पेपर था, 20 मिनट्स में हो गया. Day 2, same student complete the course paper in the 20 minutes. Day 3, it take 35 minutes. Extra time, madam 10 मिनट का extra time दे दो, 40 minutes. Day 4, again it take 40 minutes. Now teacher has a doubt कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. He is a brilliant student. He completed his paper in the 20 minutes. Now he's taking more than 40 minutes. This is what ServiceNow says. Whenever I take a backup, I check, is that backup done correctly or not? कि कल तो 2 TB का डेटा था, आज सिर्फ 1 GB का डेटा है, ऐसा क्या हो गया भाई? Is all good? मेरा सिस्टम तो नहीं खराब हो गया, कस्टमर तो नहीं डाउन हो गया, ServiceNow तो बंद नहीं था, बैकअप करेक्टली हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? So they do this testing as well to make sure the right data should back up. क्योंकि data is key everywhere now. ठीक है? This thing. So this is also one of the important point. Now all backups returned to the disk, tapes and removable media are not used. Tapes and removable media are not used. मतलब I'm not sure what is removable media, maybe pen drive kind of things. वो use नहीं होता. और backups are not sent to offsite. कहीं बाहर नहीं जाते, वो data center में ही रहेगा, कहीं बाहर नहीं जाएगा वहां से. ठीक है? This is what about the backup done. ठीक है? The only thing is that retention policy is 14 days. If you want to increase, you can increase, but again, it can be increase the cost. Plus, it depends on the ServiceNow to say yes or no on that particular point. Okay. Now the next point is called transfer and failover. I was working with one of the telecom client, not client, telecom company. I'm the part of the BCM team, BCP team. What BCP team says that if something goes wrong in this office from where my employees will work, if something goes wrong in another office in the same city from where my employees will work, if something goes wrong in this city from where my employees will work, और ऐसा हुआ है. For that company, we heard a case that approximately somewhere 2009 or 10 somewhere, there was a flood. So people travel from Pune to Bangalore to do the work. It happens. Okay. So in the same manner, ServiceNow say, a customer says, if tomorrow आपका data center खराब हो जाए, बंद हो जाए, टूट जाए, बाढ़ आ जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, natural calamity है, कुछ भी हो जाए. I'm not sure that how many of you read this news that there's a cargo ship has hit with a bridge. It's called Maryland Bridge or something is there. और उसकी वजह से बहुत लोग नुकसान हो गया. Nobody know that it is going to be happening, but it happened. So in the same manner, if आपका data center is not working by any way, how I can get the support from you? That is called the transfer. Transfer says, if I show you this picture, it will be clear in your mind. ये देखो. The concept which we read, that database backup replication real time, ये वो होता है. It says this is my data center 1, this is my data center 2. यहां से यहां जाना जो होगा, that is called the transfer. So now what happened? That two data centers has the same structure, and if you see the dot lines, these are the real-time interactions. देखो यहाँ का database backup यहाँ जा रहा है, यहाँ का backup यहाँ जा रहा है, यहाँ का backup यहाँ जा रहा है. This is called transfer. That is in ServiceNow say that I have 31 data centers. For every data center, I have a supporting data center as well, and every data center has its own backup as well. So to make sure that we are not losing any data, ServiceNow say we are replicating every data, transferring your data in this manner every time, quickly. And what is failover? Failover का नहीं है क्या इनका? Picture failover का भी था शायद. इसमें let me show you. There's a time they mention that how much minimum time they take. Okay, so failover means, okay, transfer means that how your data is moving from one data center to another data center. Failover means if this goes down, how much time you will take to switch me from this to this. जैसे I have a main connections, electric connection at my home, and we have an inverter as well. As soon as the current gone, how quickly my points or electricity points will move to the inverter points. So when we set up this thing in our house, I had the same question to the electric person. He says it will take less time, the time you take to move your eyebrows. और आपके जो पलके हैं उसको झुकाने से कम टाइम में it will switch over. That is called failover. कि यहां से यहां जाने में इतना टाइम लगेगा. Not so that they did not give any timelines here, but in the previous chapter, this says it take less than 1 minute or few seconds to switch the failover. Now, if you understand this part, you can understand one thing very clearly, that how big the ServiceNow infrastructure is this, and how they're maintaining everything together. This is called recovery time objective, RTO. RTO is for the 2 hours and RPO is for the 1 hour. Targeted है, but उससे पहले हो जाता है. क्योंकि अगर सिस्टम डाउन है तो मेरा लॉस हो रहा है. In a single day, I'm getting a loss. A loss, no customer want to be take the loss. And it says due to almost real-time replication between the data centers, usually it is not like this one. ऐसा नहीं कि 2 घंटे में हम फिक्स करके देंगे. हमारा real time चलता है. It take only few seconds, but at max 2 hours is the RTO time. ठीक है जी.
सर ऐसा कभी हुआ है कि सर्विस नाउ में कि they have switched to DR side and
आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा.
Correct.
Because by the time you come to know that ServiceNow is down, they already switched it.
Correct.
Maybe.
Go ahead,
Arshad.
एक मेन क्वेश्चन है सर. हाउ मतलब कॉस्ट वाइज कितना इफेक्टिव है डीआर साइट मेंटेन करना ऑन प्रीमाइसेस एंड विद द क्लाउड सर्विस एक्चुअली?
No idea. Because when we say cost now, multiple factors involved. If I ask simple question, how it is cost effective for you to have two iPhones as one primary as one backup? सर पगले हो गए, आपका फोन कौन लेगा फालतू में, यूज भी नहीं करना. Simple funda is here.
Okay.
It's costing, and also in the costing, as I say, manufacturers like from which vendor you are purchasing the infrastructure, how support they are providing it. It's 24/7 support. Is there 8 by cross 5 support? How support it is? Like in my area where I'm staying, the network provider don't have a support on the Saturday Sunday. कुछ डाउन हो जाए ना, बैठे रहो. बहुत उनका रेयरली एक बंदा 2 बंदे होता है, रेयरली वो भी. और वो भी कुछ फिक्स टाइम के लिए, मुझे पता नहीं कब फिक्स होता है.
ओके.
तो वो दिस इज नहीं, हमारा काम नहीं, हम वीकेंड इज एंजॉयिंग फॉर अस. सो मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स आर इन्वॉल्व हियर. डेफिनेटली ऑन प्रीम विल बी मोर कॉस्टली. आपका घर है तो सब आपको करना पड़ेगा, किराए पे तो चिंता नहीं होती.
करेक्ट.
वही किराए में से काट लेंगे, अपने आप देखेंगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट दिस कंसेप्ट वी नीड टू बी डिस्कस टुडे. ठीक है. The only thing which is important, it is required to be understand about the data centers is one thing. Second, your failover backups, and third thing is your this thing data backup and recovery. Okay, if you download this particular stuff, this particular chapter white paper in your local systems, you will come to a lot of new things. Please read it, it's very good actually. ठीक है जी, क्लियर?
Yes sir.
Good. Mac, Rituja, any question?
Nope.
All clear, all good. Mac, any question from your side?
Sir, all good.
Sorry, Mac?
No, sir, no questions. All good.
Okay.
Sir, एक था, पर I will ask you afterwards actually.
Okay, no problem. So now, what's next? The next part is that we need to be entered into the ServiceNow. Okay, means we need to be get our ServiceNow instance. So how you can get it? Go to developer.servicenow.com site. You have to create your account. I already have my account, but you can create your own account. No big information. You can put your small information and you can do it. Okay. Once you go there, once you create your account, you will get an option. Come here and you will get an option. Request instance. I am getting these many options because I already have instance. You get a option called the request instance. When you click on the request instance, it will ask you Washington, Vancouver or Utah. Take the Washington DC instance and request it. In a few minutes, you will get a message on the same window that this is your instance. So how it's be there? No, I cannot show it here because it says my password as well. So you'll get an option, or you'll get a here only. You'll get that this is your instance and this is your password. Okay, then you can log in with the same username and password. Username is admin, password is different. You will get it, and then you can open it like this. So like my instance link is this 18379, and I can log in into my instance. This is the first thing you have to do today. It's holiday. I know for Mac, you and Rituja, it's holiday. It's a Good Friday and Monday also we have a, not in the class we don't have holiday. Public holidays there. Okay. This is ServiceNow interface. The first screen which I as a user can see. As an end user or a fulfiller, one question. Also, maybe you say, maybe once you log in, you say, Atul, I'm not able to see this screen. What you have to do? Go here and check that what role you have. Make sure you log in with the admin, not with the App Engine Studio creator. If it's by default, it's the admin. If not, click on the admin and click on the change user role. Password will be same. Okay. Now what you have to be do, because it's holiday, it's off weekend. So what you have to be do now? You have to be read about. I'm not starting a new topic now because need to be started with the navigation. All the things will be there. Okay. What you have to be do? You have to be traverse this particular instance. Meaning, go and scroll and see what is with there like this. Try to open this. Try to click on this, come here and see what is these options are there. You will find a lot of things which we discussed yesterday's session. Service catalog, SLA and all the things will be there. Okay, go ahead and see the workspaces. Don't worry, I have a little bit more workspaces. You will only find 2 or 3 workspaces. Go and check with the admin like this. Search this option, these options. Okay, now the point is that our theoretical concepts is almost over. हो गया, ज्ञान व्यान की बातें सब हो गई. Now the practical things. So if you are attending these classes on the mobile phone, from Monday don't do. Because from Monday we are going to do this part and I want everybody to be joined from laptop so that full screen you can see. One. Okay. Second important point is that you need to get your own instance as well. But one thing, if you will not your instance in 10 days, ServiceNow will take it back. ServiceNow will take it back from you. Okay. So try to be login every day and do little bit work, maybe a user creation, maybe a record creation, something you have to do so that your instance should be active. It may be possible today you log in and you log in, but tomorrow you will not able to see these instances wake up. It will say your instance is hibernate. So you can wake it up. Go to developers same site and you will get an option called instance wake up and you can wake up your instance. Third point, I will use your instance, any one of your instance, to do 2 or 3 things, like when we do the migration update set movement, or when we do the ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration, then I need your instance. So make sure your instance should be at the right level and should be wake up. Okay. This is what for today's concept. Doubt, question, clarification.
Nope.
All good.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Let me stop the recording and we'll take a quick attendance now.